Hi everyone, Nessie here. So I have another journal I'd like to show you. So I was looking for something different to do again. I get very bored with doing standing journals all the time. I don't get bored. I just get a bit tired. Sometimes I always want to do something different. So I was looking for something different. And I thought, why don't I try and do a landscape journal? Because all the journals I see are kind of like A5 portrait size. And I thought it would be nice to do landscape. I couldn't find any landscape journals out there. I think I might have found one or two. I couldn't find any kits that fitted landscape or anything. So I kind of just used a kit that doesn't really have pages in. It's a subscription kit from PinkMonarchPrints. I think it's their September one. I will put a link into their shop into the description below. And yeah, I tried to do a landscape one. It did create quite a few problems or challenges, which was good. I quite like a challenge. It's fine. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I can kind of see why we only do portrait size ones, because A4 paper is kind of set up for portrait style. It doesn't really work when you fold it landscape style, unless you wanted to do a flip up book, but I didn't. I wanted to do a normal book. So yeah, I had to, especially with the printed pages, I had to kind of join pages together. And things like that. I bought a sketchbook that was in a landscape and took some of those pages out and tea dyed them. So the plain tea dyed pages are quite thick and textured because they're from a sketchbook, and that's fine. I love it, absolutely love it. They're nice for writing on. It is a chunky one, so I was quite limited on pockets because it was just getting ridiculously chunky, and you know me, I never know when to stop. Anyway, I'm rambling now, so let's get on with it. It is a landscape one. It's kind of like a chipboard cover, but it does have some bend in it, as you can see. And I just covered it with paper from the kit and collaged on the top. Did some layering with some lace. I found the cutest little brads ever, so I've attached the journal label with some little brads. This one measures, as it's in a landscape, it measures, let me see, about 8 3/4 lengthways, about 22.5 centimeters, I'd say, and it is 5.5 high, which is 14 centimeters high, and it has a roughly 1 3/4 inch, 4.5 centimeter spine with 3 signatures. I haven't counted how many pages are in there. I think there's roughly 7 pages to a signature, or 7 sheets to a signature, which give you, what, 14 pages per signature, which is 28 front and back. I don't know, what is that, 86 pages in total, something like that. No, it will be less, something like 76. I can't think at the moment. I have terrible brain fog, so you will not fog. So you might have to bear with me. Anyway, it has an attached enclosure. It does stay closed without it, but like I say, it's chunky, so I think it needs it. And this is just some tea dyed ribbon that's bowed and attached to an eyelet. Like I say, see, it does stay closed without it, but I think it needed it. Okay, I might struggle to get this in, keep this in camera, because it is quite long when it's opened out. I will do my best to hopefully show you it as best as I can. It's probably going to be a page at a time, but it's not going to be easy. So anyway, inside front cover, here we go. there is like a little folio, and we open the folio, and inside each flap there is a little tuck with a tiny little journal card in. They have been backed but not sewed. All of my tags and journal cards have been backed. Not all of them have been sewn, but quite a few have, but they have all been backed. And then there's a little front pocket with 2 tags in. That's been collaged with a little butterfly, a dragonfly and some ribbon. The fussy cuts of dragonflies and butterflies are also from PinkMonarchPrints. Then this flips down. There's a large pocket in the back with a nice big tag. And then there is a side pocket on the bottom half with 2 little tags. This is actually my second video of this. I got halfway through doing the video and discovered I'd sewn one of the signatures in upside down. So I'd never done that before, and had to redo the video now. And then on the first page we have a long envelope with a small little pocket on the front that has a little collage tag in it. Then this envelope pops out of the slot, and in there is another journal card. And then to close the envelope, just tuck it into the little slot, card in the pocket. Next page we have a side pocket with another smaller pocket on the top, and in the smaller pocket there's a little butterfly tag, and we have 2 journal cards in the side pocket. Then I have a book page. I'm not sure what book it's from, but I quite liked it, so I think it fitted. So it's a nice book page about green. I haven't actually read it. And on the other side I have done a journal spot. Usually with book pages I will pick pages that I like and use those, and then when you look on the other side it's not always nice or doesn't always fit in which case I will cover it with a journal spot, so it's not, so you can still use that space. Here is the tea-dyed sketch paper. Like I say, it's quite textured, but it is nice. I think it's actually watercolour paper. I think it was a watercolour sketchbook. But again, not many books in landscape. And I've left these pages plain for journaling on and photos, and for you to add your own things and stuff like that. It's always nice in a junk journal. Sorry, I will try not to knock the camera much, but because I have to keep moving the book, it might happen. Then I have a large pocket here with a large journal card. And on the larger pocket there is a belly band that I've split into 3 with some butterflies and gauzes. And then in each section of the belly band there are these labels, quite nice labels, which I've just backed. And they sit in there. And then on the other side, this is where you can see how I have had to join pages. I know I could have left that off and just had like shorter pages, but it was turning out where I was ending up with a lot of bulk here and nothing up here. So just to make it sit better and bulk out better, I just joined the pages. But I think it works okay. I quite like it. Like I say, you can journal on it, you can add your own stuff, you can attach your own journal spot if you want to, it's up to you. Then this kind of shows how the A4 paper looks when you fold it landscape. It's just too short. Well, it was too short for what I wanted. I suppose you could do a long skinny one, but I think that would bring up even more problems with attaching pockets, because pockets are kind of made out of A4 paper, so they're quite landscapey. Anyway, this was some tissue paper that I made into a pocket, and I've just put like a cluster on there, and inside there is a large dragonfly card. And then on the other side there is just another journal spot, some tea dyed paper. The centres, okay, I have left the centres plain in this journal. It's not something I've ever done before. I usually do big pockets in the centres, but these pages were just kind of too long, and if I added something on, it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't look right to me. It didn't flow right. I didn't like it, so I thought I would leave them centre pages blank. It gives you quite a nice space for journaling on. You could add photos, tickets, whatever you do with your journals. It's quite a nice larger area to journal on. I haven't done discs on the end of my ties, and I will do that because I just think it looks unfinished like that, so I will add little discs to these. And then on the other side, again, like I say, I have left it plain, the tea dyed paper. And this is the other side of the tissue paper pocket, which I split in half to make two separate pockets. This again has a cluster on it and a little journal spot there, and each little pocket has a tag in it. And they go in. And on the other side of there again is another journal spot. This was just to make it a bit more stable with the tissue paper, and I used some ledger paper for that one. And on this page I have made a pocket out of mini little specimen slides. Anna from PinkMonarchPrints, she did like tiny little mini envelopes that she made into pockets and belly bands and things, and I have done that, but I thought, oh, I'll try it with specimen slides, and I have to say this was not easy to do. It was quite fiddly and quite complicated, and getting the acetate to stick to things was a bit of a nightmare, but I did get there in the end, and I'm really happy with it. I quite like it. I think it's super cute. And in there we have two journal cards. And on the other side there is, no, I've missed a page there. This is just some pattern paper from the kit. I love these blues and yellows together. It's quite different. I really like it. And some tea dyed paper. Again, tea dyed paper. This is the back side of the book page that again, it didn't fit in, so I've turned it into a journal spot. So there's plenty of room for writing in this one. And on the other side, this is the book page. This was the one I chose, and it was because blue. I chose the other one for green. I chose this one for blue because it's kind of a blue journal. And I folded that over, and on the front, this side, I've done a little glassine bag pocket with a collage and a dragonfly charm. In there is a journal card. And then on this page I've done a wraparound pocket. It's actually a little booklet that I made into a wraparound pocket. So this side is a pocket with a collage on the front, and inside I did like a specimen card, journal card, so it's see-through. Obviously not the best card for journaling on, but it looks pretty, and sometimes it's just nice to have pretty things, isn't it? So yeah, that slips in there, but you can add something else if you wanted to. And then that wraps around to this side of the page, which is a little booklet. So on the front I've just done a collage, mainly because I had to kind of minimize the bulk a bit. So yeah, it was getting very bulky. This opens out, and here we have a pocket with a journal card, and that has a little slot on the front there that I have added 2 little cards to. This side is just a collage on the front again, and this is a pocket with a card in, and that slips into there. And then again the booklet opens, and on this side there is a little flip up with some journal spots on it, and that doubles as a little side pocket with 2 little cards in, and then that closes. Okay, so this side, this is going to be, well, let me do this bit first. This is just a lace belly band, and in the belly band there is a nice card for you, and then this turns over. Now this is going to be quite difficult to show you because this is like a Concertina card, and I love the card and I wanted to use it, but it has added quite a bit of bulk to the journal, which is fine, and it's very long. So let me show you. So on this bit, this undoes. This is part of the belly band here, the string threads through, and this undoes, and then we've got a tag pocket here with 2 tags in, and then this flips up first, so it flips up like this, and you have a journal spot here, and in the top there is an envelope with 2 little corner tucks that just hold the envelope into place. I hope you can see that. Here's your envelope, and in the envelope is nothing, but I will put a card in there, or some tea-dyed paper or something. I will put something in there, and that slips into there, and then that folds back down, and then this bit folds down again, and here we have another journal spot, and on the bottom section there is a corner tuck that has a large card in it. This moves to the side, so it's like 2 separate cards, and then I just put that there to kind of hold it down, and that slots in there, and then that folds back up, and then it folds down again, and here we have another journal spot, and on this one we have a pocket with a belly band on it. I love this pocket, absolutely love it. It kind of reminds me of the pockets that you get on your jeans, on the back of the jeans, because of the kind of banner bit. So in the belly band there's a tiny little card, and then in the back pocket there is a bigger tag, which I did the bottom to match the bottom of the pocket. So let me kind of show you how this works. I'm going to have to turn it on its side, I think. So it's like a concertina card. It folds out like this. Do you see how it folds? So you've got those ones on that side, and then on the other side you have this. I don't know if that fits in, but yeah, just something a bit different really. And then the string from the belly band, you just wrap it round and tie it, mainly just so it doesn't keep flopping open when you're using your journal and getting in the way, and just holds it down, doesn't it? There. And then on the other side is just some pattern paper from the kit, and then we turn it over. And here is another kind of like envelope thing, and this is where I'm going to show you what the main problem I had with the journal is. I don't think it's a big problem. It's not going to affect how it works or you use it. But I was finding that because when we make pockets for journals, we use A4 paper, and pockets tend to all be, they turn out kind of the size, like that size pocket would be great in a portrait journal, if you know what I mean. But in a landscape journal, you tend to get this because only half the page is covered, and you couldn't make that to fit all the way along. And I didn't want to put it in the center and have two blank spaces here because I thought that was a waste of space. So what I was doing was putting them on the edges of the paper and then adding a journal spot or something like that to kind of give it some stability. But I mean, it's fine, it works, and it's not a problem at all. But it was kind of the main challenge of this book. Anyway, so we got this little envelope thing here, and that has a journal card in the side. Then there's one in the top as well, little one in here. And then this undoes, comes on, oh, you undo this. And in there are two pockets, each with a nice collaged card in. I'm really into the collaging of the journal cards at the moment. It wasn't something I used to do when I first started out. I would just put a card in, just back it and sew it and put a card in. But I'm quite liking spending time collaging and playing with the actual cards. So then on this side there is tea-dyed paper, and again on the other side. Here I've done a side circle pocket with a circle card. I like these side circle pockets, I think they're really nice, and I like how the butterfly pokes out. And this flips over, and on the other side of the flip out there's just a journal spot. And here we have a set of file folders that I just made into stack pockets with a collage on. And each one has a journal card in. A bird one. And the last one. And these have all been backed with graph paper, square blue paper, which was quite nice because I think it matched the blue of the kit. And they just go into these pockets. And on the other side of there, I've left that plain with the pattern paper. Here on this side, I did a couple of long, thin pockets. So there's two pockets. Each pocket has got a tag in it. Half a dragonfly on each. And then I also did some strips of tickets in each pocket, and some tape measure strips as well for you to use for decorating things the way you want to decorate them. So yeah, those go into these long pockets as well. They do fit in. And then the tag on each as well. And on the other side of that there is just plain pattern paper from the kit. Here I've done some music paper in this signature. Again, this is another flap, but I've done some stacked pockets on this flap with 2 little cards in. That one goes in there. And that flaps open. I have done a little journal spot on the end here with some brown paper, and then I've just left that plain for you to do with whatever you want to do. And then this is the center of this signature, and this one has some music paper and graph paper on it. Again, I will add discs to the ends of the ties to give it the finished look, but like I say, I left the centers plain for you to add the way you want to do them. Then on this side there is just some tea dyed paper. Here I have done a belly band using the tickets. You see it better like that. Using the tickets and the tape measure card with a butterfly and some tea bagging on. And in that belly band is a little file folder collaged on the front. Open it, there is a pocket on the inside with 2 tags in. And then that just slops into that belly band like that. On the other side of there, why is that doing that? Again, I've left this side plain, patterned paper. Here I've done some off kind of stacked pockets, but I tried to cover the whole page with this one, so it gave it a bit more stability. I've added a collage. Each pocket has a card in, backed with brown paper this time. That one, this one, it does go in, but I always find it awkward on videos because I'm at a different angle. Why is that being funny? Why do pockets always play up when you're on video? Why can I not get that in there? There we go. I got it. That's a bit of a tight fit, that one, but it does go in. Come on. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got there in the end. And then there's a little one with the little butterfly on. Now this one, watch this one not go in. Yep, this one's not. The problem with collaging on tags is sometimes the collages catch. And then on the other side there is, how pretty is that, from the kit, just some patterned paper, and on the other side is some tea dyed paper. I mean, that's going to look so good with maybe a few photos on and some writing. And then on the other side again, I've done stacked pockets, but off center, and these are landscape ones. So in this one there is a nice large card. They do go in. I don't know why this book is giving me so much grief. And then we have this one. And then in the bottom one there are 2 little dinky ones. Cute dinky ones. And then on this side I have a another card. This time it's a window card with a journal spot on it, and that has a big card inside. There's nothing in the window, it just shows the card when you put it in, with a nice flower on it, and that one's backed as well, and that slips into there, so you can see the flower. And then on the other side there is a little flip out envelope, and on this envelope I have put a tea bag pocket on there with a little card on that's been stamped and collaged. And then there is another tiny little envelope here, and in this envelope there is a little tiny flower card as well. I've used these before, I've shown you these before. I just put a bit of folded over tea dyed paper, because it's just, with these little envelopes, it's really fiddly to sometimes get the cards in and out, whereas if you do that you can just pull the tab, and then that flips out to the envelope, and inside the envelope there is a journal card, which I've just noticed has a tag on it as well. And that slides in there and then into the envelope, and some tea dyed paper. Then on this side there is a journal spot with a little fold down pocket. It's got a pocket on the front with a little tag in it that kind of holds it closed, but I've also got this tiny little, don't know if you see that paper clip here. These are so adorable, and that paper clip comes off. How cute is that? They're so cute. And then this flips up, there's a pocket here, so we can take with a card in. And then this flips down, and there are two corner pockets, each has a couple of tags in. I'm just trying to hold the book so that you can see it. Two tags in, and then this goes up. Let's put that in straight. This comes down. Tiny little paper clip on the edge there. You don't need it, but it just looks pretty, I think, because this will hold it closed anyway, and the tag in the top. So yeah, and then we turn that over, and we have a kind of library card pocket on this side. The back, there's a large card in the back, a little pocket on the front that has two little cards in, and then a card in the library pocket. Here we've got another tissue paper pocket with a journal spot on it. On the other side there is a little belly band, and in the belly band there is a card that way up. And this side again I've split into two pockets, so there's two tag in each pocket, and they go into this one. They poke out the top. This is really is a bulky journal. On this side there is some tea dyed paper, and again tea dyed paper on this side. Here we have another book page. This one I chose because it's got the blue bird on it, and again it's a blue journal. And this is where it really shows how the pockets work, the pages work with pockets. Do you see that it's like that, but it's not a big deal, you just do it like that. This one has a small side pocket that's got some tea bagging on it and some lace with some stitching, and in there there's a nice big card, and on this card I put another one of those little paper clips, so it does come off. I mean, you can use it however you like. I've just added it because they're just super cute and I think they look pretty. It's just a nice bit of extra decoration, isn't it? They're so cute. I ordered them from Temu, I think it was, and when they came I was like, oh, they're small, but they're still usable. They hold and they just look so cute. Here we've got more tea dye paper, sketch paper, and again that goes through on the other side, and some plain graph paper. And then here I've done, this is the center of the signature, and I have done something on the center of this signature, but I haven't on the others. So here I have used a window envelope, and this window envelope has a journal spot on it. It doesn't open, it's just an extra. It's got a specimen thing on it that is see-through on both sides. It's just an extra for decoration, really. I really loved it. I think it just adds to it and it's pretty. And then on the other side, again, you can see through the window of the specimen card. And I did put a little envelope on the side of this one, which again has a slot opening on it. And again, I haven't put anything in there. I don't know why I haven't. I will make up a little card and put it in there, or a bit of paper or something. And that just closes with the slot. And then on this side, there is another envelope, which I've just put a bit of, like a cluster to hold it closed. And there's nothing in this envelope either. I totally missed this whole section. So I will put some cards in here, a card in here, or some tea-dyed paper or something that you can use. I promise you I will fill these. And that goes like that. And then on the other side of this envelope there is another little flip out. This again was a PinkMonarchPrint tutorial, and I just liked the way they had a card that way and a card this way. And this is also a flip out, so you have this card here, and then on the side there is another card, and then this flips out as well. And on the back I've used like a little butterfly as a tuck spot. It has a couple of little tags, cards in, and this also has a big card in the top as well. There you go. I love it when people take like one page and fold it to make lots of little pockets. I just think they're really nice in journals. So yeah, and then under there is another journal spot. And this side is just tea-dyed music paper, and on the other side of there is a long thin pocket, long bottom pocket, which I've added some stitching to, and a cluster, and in there is 2 cards. And they go in to that pocket. This side is just tea-dyed paper again, and on the other side. And then on this book page, I quite liked the image because it had like a blue feather and a leaf on it, and I did think the blue fitted in with the page. There was something in the bottom corner here that I didn't like and didn't really fit for me, so I've done like a cluster corner tuck for there, and then put a nice card in it. It sits like that. And on the other side we have some blue tits on that page, which is quite nice. I haven't added book pages to a journal for quite a while now, so yeah, it's quite nice to go back to that. Some tea-dyed paper, which we've left plain. On the other side of the tissue paper pocket, I again have just done a little cluster as decoration. There's a nice big tag in there. And on the other side, another journal spot. And then on the last page, I have a file folder. I've put a large pocket on the front and decorated it with a cluster. And in that pocket there is a card. And then that goes in there. It's quite awkward because I'm trying to hold the book at an angle so I can get it all in camera. And then this flips open and we have a journal spot on this side. I don't know if, let me try and move it over. I'm having to hold it on its side. There's a journal spot here with some graph paper. There is another pocket here with some collaging on. And that has a nice card inside. Again, it's quite obviously when you're using this journal, you're not going to have this problem of trying to keep it upright and in camera. And then that just flips shut. And then on the other side, I've just done a journal spot. Instead of leaving it plain patterned, I did a journal spot to kind of help stabilize it. And I then have just left the back cover plain, mainly because it was just getting too bulky and there was just too much already in. Well, look, there's just no room for it, so I've left the back cover plain. So yeah, it's very crocodile mouth bulky, but that is mainly because of the folded card I've done there, and then the other card pocket that I did here has kind of bulked it out. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I think it's really nice, and it's quite unusual, and you just don't see them this size. So yeah, I was quite happy with it, and I always want to do something different. So I would love to know what you think, and yeah, your views on landscape journals, because people just don't seem to do them, and I just think it's a pity because it's such a nice size. I think landscape. I like landscape. I also like square. Something else people don't seem to do. Maybe I'll do a square journal. Anyway, again, I'm rambling. So yeah, definitely let me know your views. I'd love to hear your feedback on this one. I will be listing this one in my shop as well, and I will put the link in the description below. I will also put the link in the description below to PinkMonarchPrints' website, Etsy shop, and I'll put their YouTube channel in there as well, because Anna is so amazing. Her kits are beautiful and her tutorials are so clever and good, and they're nice and short as well, which I love. So yeah, please do like, subscribe, share, all the usual, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.